Hey, what's going on, YouTube family? Back today with a new toy. I got a budget RC this time from got it off of Temu. Bring something a little cheaper to the channel for you guys to, maybe it'll be good, maybe it won't. Hopefully it is. But today we got this little buggy. I was gonna do an unboxing video, but the box it was pretty much in shambles and all just kind of taped together. I just had to rip open the tape when I got this thing. Like, looked like it'd been punted by an NFL football kicker a few times and ran over by a couple trucks. But you know, the buggy surprisingly was in one piece. And there's the buggy. That's how you get it in the box. I already got the two little body clips off. The little body posts are right here. You get two. This is a 12 scale. Here's the packet of stuff that you get with it. You got your wing in there. You got your little USB-C or USB charger, not USB-C. You get a little Phillips screwdriver. You get your little wheel wrench, of course. You got your radio. Looks a lot different than a lot of the radios I've seen before, but looks pretty cool. Feels pretty decent in the hand too, actually. Hopefully it works pretty good. You got a throttle trim and a steering trim right in there. That's not a whole lot to this one. You got a thumb steer on this one. You got nice foam on the knob, of course. Alright guys, so now we're gonna take the body off. Cute little body. It feels medium thick, I guess. I mean, for a buggy, I mean, it feels pretty good. The top feels a little stouter, where it's going to protect your electronics and stuff. This up here, put that to the side, and we got our little, I believe it's a 45 amp brushless ESC speed controller right here with this little fan on here. You got your brushless motor with a heat sink with no fan. It has its own dedicated receiver instead of these 2-in-1s that people have been coming out with. There's the sound of the 3S battery done charging, because I'm pretty sure this runs off 2S or 3S. We're going to try both. We're going to speed run both. But, alright guys, well, let me get this wing on that came with it, since it's not on here. I'll get the wing on, and then we'll go give this thing a rip and some speed runs on 2 and 3S and see what it can do. I'll see you guys out there. Alright guys, this buggy I'm pretty sure is a ZD Racing. I do believe, I'm not positive on that. I'll put a link somewhere in the comments or video description on where you can get this buggy from Temu. Here's a little, well, I got a little 3S shorty LiPo that I'm going to run in, an Ovonic car. High discharge, 2200 milliamp, 120C, 3S battery. This is the Go Fast battery. And here's the little I guess it's a 2-cell battery. It's 7.4 volts, 2200 milliamps. Same milliamps as the 3S that I have, but this is a 2S. So, and they are on Dean's plugs, which I wasn't a fan of. I had to go and order these 3S batteries last night from Amazon so I could have a 3S battery for this video, because all my other 3S batteries have either EC5s or IC5 plugs on them, or Traxxas plugs. But alright guys, I'm gonna get this wing on here and then we're gonna go bash it and speed run it. Alright, here we are guys, back out at the bash spot, speed run spot, all of the above. I got the 2S battery that came with it in the car right now. Ooh, this thing's lively on 2S even. I gotta do something with that steering trim. This thing is wild on 2S. A little bit to the left. Get this steering trim right for you. Alright, a little bit more to the left. There we go. Now she's flying straight. Wow, this thing is wild on 2S. Holy cow. Yeah, this is the battery that came with it, guys. This thing is wild. I haven't even got close to full trigger yet. I don't even have the GPS in it yet, but there's full throttle. Oh. Alright guys, I got the analyzer out here. Got the app out. I got 10 satellites. Alright, we're gonna go to track. Now we got 11 satellites. And we're gonna go to start. This is on 2S, by the way, guys. Let's see if it's... Yep, it's catching. Alright, let's see what this little thing's got in it. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa there, little buddy. My remote went off for some reason. Alright, let's see what it's got in it, guys. This thing is feisty on 2S. I'm almost afraid to do a speed run with my analyzer because I can't fit it inside the buggy. I gotta stick it on top, which is the cardinal sin. I'm afraid to do this speed run on 2S, to be honest. Hopefully this thing does it right. Alright, I've just been blipping the throttle. Like, this thing's stupid fast, even on 2S. Alright guys, coming at us, full throttle. Brakes are nice. Okay, we got full pin for a good probably 3 seconds there. 2S, not too bad. We'll go back for another one. I think I had plenty of real estate. Max this out on 2S anyway. Alright, turn it around, see what this guy's gonna do. Alright guys, here we go. Full pin. Full pin. Alright, let's go see what that gave us, guys. This thing's rowdy, even on 2S. This thing was under 120 bucks on Temu, guys. I'll put a link in the description, or it'll be like the first comment. Like, so far this thing's pretty cool, guys. Steering's quick. Hope you can see that. All right, let's see what we got with the speed run here. All right, we're gonna stop and we're gonna read 44 miles an hour on 2S, guys. You guys seeing this? The 2S battery that came with it, 44 miles an hour this thing got. So I'm kind of wondering if this thing will even do 3S. We're gonna hook it up and see if it will. All right, 44 miles an hour on 2S on this buggy. That's pretty legit. All right guys, we're gonna do a speed run now on 3S. Got the analyzer all ready to go. We're gonna see what we get on 3S. We got 44 miles an hour on 2S. Now we're gonna see what this little rocket ship's gonna do on 3S. This is gonna be crazy. I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to get full pin with this thing. Hopefully I can. A little bit of cogging going on with the, sometimes when I hit the throttle. Wow, this thing has got a crazy amount of power. And I bought this with my own money, guys. I just figure I'd bring something budget to the channel, and wow, that was like a third throttle, guys, and this thing just is on the other side of the parking lot already. All right, we're gonna see what she'll do after these cars go by. Here we go. Full trigger. Oh god. Whew. It did a crazy wheelie as soon as I hit full trigger. Like, this thing is stupid fast. Everything's good. Analyzer's still on it. This thing is stupid fast on 3S. Like, this thing is less than $120, guys, and I guarantee it's doing over 50 miles an hour. Full throttle. Oh! I'm not gonna be able to get no better than that, guys, to be honest. Like, alright, that went a little better than the first time, guys. We're gonna see what this car is doing, and then we'll make another rip for it. Alright, we're gonna go across. Get set up across from us. For some reason, for me, it's easier to come towards me. Alright, here we go, guys. Here we go. Oh! Oh! As soon as I hit full pin, it just does a monster wheelie. Oh, and we got a breakage. That wheel's got a lean to it. Oh, the dog bone popped out. Dog bone popped out, guys. Oh, and one of the, oh, that's not that big of a deal. One of the rod ends, steering links or whatever popped out. Alright, well, let's see what we got as far as speed run on 3S. was gonna jump it off my ramp, but it looks like this thing can't even handle just running under its own power on 3S anyway. So let's see what we got on 3S anyway. All right, stop, read. 57 miles an hour on 3S with a little 12 scale buggy that's I got off Temu for less than 120 bucks. That is wild. Now durability is questionable, so I'll leave you with that. But hey guys, so I went home and I was kind of mad because I thought the buggy was broke. So I took a look at it and nothing was broke. The dog bone just popped out of the drive cup, and one of the camber arms or toe links or whatever you want to call it popped off, and it let the dog bone pop out. So I got all that stuff back in. It's a couple days later from the rest of the video. Yeah, I'm just gonna give it a rip around the parking lot, see if it'll take that on 2S, because I mean, after that break, I don't know if it's even worthy of going off the ramp or not. It slides around nice and it's really fast, but see how it holds up to some regular driving. And I mean, this thing is stupid fast on 2S. I mean the quality control is probably not the greatest with the small parts that this thing takes, but I'll tell you what, it's a little machine, especially for $100, like a little over $100, not even 120. Where'd it go? Where'd he go? There it is. Can't see over that big bush. Uh-oh. Looked like the tire was flopping a little bit. Or was that the suspension doing its job? It was just the suspension doing its job. It looked like it was, tire might have been flopping, but it's good. I mean, this thing handles like a dream too. But on 2S it does. Hit that dirt right there and yeah. leave some tracks in the dirt. Slides really nice. Seems like it's holding up now. Hopefully it stays that way. I mean, I haven't tumbled it or anything, so maybe that's the key. Just don't wreck it, and you'll have a really cool RC that's really fast. and super cheap. This thing is excellent for, I mean, it's just unreal how cheap. It's my first time trying to drive with one hand, guys. Not this whole time, but just right now. Because this one has the thumb steer on the remote, so I'm driving one hand. All right, back two hands, guys. I can barely drive two-handed, let alone one. Check out my real car, make sure nobody's trying to take off with that while I'm got my back turned to it. Not that I live in a bad area, but is there any areas anymore that are truly safe? This thing is ripping. You get good battery life. I still never charged the battery from when I did the speed runs. So I mean, whoa, I almost ran into my foot. That would have broke it for sure. My foot would have been fine. It would have just probably fell apart. But I mean, it's doing a lot better now. So all I did was just put everything back in place and it was good. Nothing was broke. Like, I think there's just a little bit of slop in the steering links and cause they just pop on they got an eyelet that just pops onto a ball that's screwed into a piece of plastic, and the eyelets might be a little too sloppy and pop off the pivot ball a little too easy. The handle's really good, like, and then I spin out. Oh, what happened there? I like dug in and just did a flipperooski on me. Hopefully that didn't pop it out of. Everything okay? Everything seems to be alright. Yeah, everything's still intact. It appears cool. Uh-oh. Guy with a leaf blower. Sorry, guys. I am in a parking lot in a public place, public area, even though this place is abandoned. There's nothing in here anymore. But pop outside over there. Yeah. This thing is a little beast. I'm not even gonna, I can't even lie. Like, I mean, I guess I'd rather the parts just kind of pop out and break, you know, especially if you pop them back in and it stays working like this. This is a blast, just ripping it around the parking lot. I mean, it is a budget RC. You probably shouldn't jump it off of a ramp onto asphalt or concrete. Like, it's just not smart. Oh, and there we got LVC on the 2S battery. All right, guys, we're out here on 3S now. See how it does on 3S now with just a normal rip around the parking lot. Wow, this thing is feisty. This thing is a savage. This thing is 2S is enough for this thing. Like, I mean, 3S is just insane. Oh. Still a lot of fun. I mean, whew. Oh, flipper. Oh, it's flinging rocks everywhere. This thing is... That thing might kill the tires. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, let's see what these tires look like. Whoa! It's even feisty in reverse. Oh no, these tires got plenty of... the back tires are wearing a lot more than the fronts, which... I mean, that's okay, I guess. I mean, I don't know what to think about it, but it's just an observation. The back tires are wearing more than the front. Probably because when it slides around. Woo! Got a wheelie. Look at that. Oh, we had it doing some circles there. Some donuts. This thing just gets across there. Oh, and flipped it on its lid. Alright, and footage. The old flipperooski. Flipperooski. Had the rear end fishtail in there a little bit. That looks pretty cool. Whoa. This is the Ovonic 2200 milliamp hour 3S battery that I got in here, that I had to order off Amazon special because I didn't have one that had the T-plug connector, Dean's plug. Most of my cars got EC5s or some variation of that, IC5, EC5, something like that. So I buy EC5 and IC5 batteries. I do have a couple other oddballs, some batteries with XT60s and stuff like that. But whoa, get on with your bad self then. Oh, that was a cool trick. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Oh, there was a test. If it was gonna... No, everything's still intact. Yeah. That's a pretty decent servo, guys. Like, this thing is pretty fast. Like, look how fast that servo is. On a budget 12 scale buggy, like, it does like 60 miles an hour probably if you can keep the front wheels down. Which I might do another speed run video on this car and put some tire weights on the front of the chassis on this like I did the Fury, and see if we can hit 60 with a budget Temu buggy that was less than $120. That's wild to me. I mean, oh, look at that thing. It's just an animal. Oh. For a smaller RC, this thing really doesn't flip over much, which is awesome. I know a lot of the smaller ones have a tendency to want to flip, especially if they got a decent amount of speed behind them. But oh, and there's OVC on the 3S, guys. Full trigger, and she's dead. Alright, guys, well, that's it for this one. In my opinion, this is a heck of a find. I mean, it's a Z-Lot Fierce. Z-Lot. I'm pretty sure it's a variation of a WL Toys buggy, but whew, the chassis on the bottom is warm, guys. Look at it, like the suspension, the shocks are so good that like there's not a whole lot of scratches on the bottom. There's some, but nothing crazy. But then look at those back tires, like look at those back tires, guys, how kind of bald they are. The front tires, they're still pretty meaty. The back ones are getting pretty bald, but I'll put some bigger tires on it or something. That'd be cool. Alright, guys, well, stay blessed, and have a good one. See you in the next video. Later.